Did you ever kill the animals yourself? Or do you just sort of chop in? You wouldn't want to?
No.
It's interesting because I wouldn't want to, as I said earlier.
At the same time, you know, it's taking somebody's life, and I believe whether it be me or an animal, whichever way, you got your being. So you're killing somebody.
Helping animals, guys?
I actually know quite a lot about it.
Yeah?
Being an ex-butcher.
Ex-butcher, okay, interesting, yeah. So, yeah. So we're sort of looking at a bigger spectrum, not just the cruelty, but the concept of why we're eating them at all.
Yeah, that's gone through my mind quite a bit.
Yeah? You're an ex-butcher?
Yeah.
And so that's interesting because I've never. The only thing I've ever done is to kill animals is to kill fish.
The main thing from it is protein.
Right.
But
Sure.
There's no protein in plants.
Exactly. Yeah, but we're not taught that though in the UK.
Why do we eat that? Why do we need to eat meat?
We don't need to. That's the thing. Yeah.
Exactly that. But then if we didn't eat meat, a lot of these animals would be non-existent.
Not necessarily, but some of them. So the pigs, for example, they're genetic modifications, and we have sanctuaries in the UK as well, so they wouldn't go extinct. But the interesting thing is that animal agriculture is one of the leading causes of species extinction in the world.
Yeah.
So by carrying on as a race of humans, by eating animals, we are killing more species.
Unnecessarily, yeah.
Yeah. And it's essentially this leaflet, one part of it is about the dogs and the pigs. Why would you know, as a butcher, would you have worked and eaten dog if the UK had said so?
I wouldn't have purchased anything that if it wasn't free range. If it wasn't free range, it's caged, not a chance. Whether it be chicken even to a pig, to a cow, to whatever.
Yeah.
You know, if it didn't have a
sorry, now you don't.
No more.
Okay, so what about eggs? Do you buy any eggs or eat anything?
Eggs to me isn't acceptable because it's not a life form as such, is it? It's
Sorry. So like I was saying, there's a wider spectrum. You already know that the male chicks are killed after a couple of days.
Yeah, a lot of that goes on with cow products as well. You know, baby calves. If it's male, there's not so much wanted because of
it's too expensive.
That we breed. In a male, you get testosterone. In the female, it's not. So it's sweeter meat.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So if a calf or even a pig, if the pig is castrated under a certain age, then obviously you get testosterone, and it contaminates the meat.
Okay.
It gives it a strong,
I've never heard that theory.
It gives it a strong taste.
I was always under the.
Someone slipped down.
Yeah. I was always felt that males are too aggressive and as a bull to keep for beef.
The snippy. It's like if you snip it before.
Then a certain age.
Yeah. It's like a young lad. If you take the testosterone out of a young lad, one lad, and let the other lad go, the lad with will be more aggressive.
Yeah.
The other lad will have it taken away, so it's not aggressive. But
no,
what do we need to do?
Say again?
Do we need to do this?
Well, the reality is that the NHS and the British Dietetics Association both say that you can be a healthy vegan.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Do you know what I mean? So then it becomes down to a choice. It becomes down to a taste preference, really.
See, the problem is then, I mean, it's keeping your crops genetic free.
Yeah.
It's also about what you put in the soils.
Sure. One step at a time. Yeah. Yeah, sure. But I mean, right now we don't need to. From today, you could go vegan.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? And then you could concentrate on getting organic products and stuff like that. Which, in fact, there is vegan organics as well, so they won't use any pesticides.
There's a real shame that organic has become quite expensive. I used to work for organic.
Yeah. It's the nature of the beast.
It is, and people used to think it was good money, a good way of printing money.
Sure. Okay, interesting.
Because it's organic.
People
want that sort of thing.
Some people.
But it has become out of people's reach.
Yeah.
People's reach.
That's it. Yeah.
So you got your £10 out in your pocket. You're going down to the shop. You got a family of 4. So you're going to buy yourself that cheap chicken, and you know that cheap chicken has been brought up in a bad way.
Yeah.
You can't afford the £15 or £20 chicken, which you know has been brought up in a good way.
Something that I've been thinking about is both the chickens are generally killed at the same age. They're all killed young, 6 weeks. Am I not wrong for organic?
Yeah. there are the timescales, yeah.
Yeah. So what I mean, organic, I'm guessing are slightly longer,
Depending on the sizing of the birds.
but ultimately it's a fraction of their lives. So we can say buying organic may be better, but actually it's fractionally better.
Yeah, I mean, what I used to find in the organic, we used to have particular breeds which would give them a bit of life in a kind of sense, because particular breeds like a cow, like a white park, only reaches its maturity, say, in about 3 years. So it has to walk the plains on this planet Earth for 3 years before.
I've never heard that. No,
it's
interesting.
ready to, That's when its meat is at the best.
Yeah.
Not when you get the guy around the corner that sell his cow off at any point because he wants the money.
Yeah.
You know, I believe things must have a bit of quality.
Okay.
And if they get used for food, then it must be done correctly.
Yeah. So in the UK, one of the ways to kill chickens is put them in a gas chamber. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't like the gas chamber, and I don't like the electric. I don't like either.
How would be the ideal way to kill a chicken then?
I think the best way is, I don't know, chop his bean there.
Say again?
Chop his head off.
So is that okay? Very, very quick.
Very
I mean, there is another option: not kill them at all.
Well, there is that indeed. There is that indeed. Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't think that.
It's interesting. No, I've spoken to former farmers, former slaughterhouse workers, and all of them are now vegans.
Yeah.
So that for me, there's a change happening.
Do you need any supplements for a vegan?
I recommend that you take them,
Yeah.
but I know vegans that don't take supplements. The NHS and the British Dietetics Association say that yes, you should supplement. Yeah.
And the problem is, I think a lot of meat now is contaminated anyway.
Sorry?
A lot of the products now are contaminated with the feed that's put into the animals.
Yeah. And you've got the hormones as well, haven't you?
Growth promoters.
Hey?
Growth promoters.
Yeah.
So it would normally take, say, 12 weeks without. With the growth promoters, it takes.
Yeah, it's
And these things, okay, it's going into the animal, but then you're digesting that product.
Yeah.
And you're becoming part of that bad chain.
Yeah.
There's lots of bad things.
And there's, you know about the World Health Organization categorizing, what is it? It's processed meat as a group 1 carcinogen, which means causes cancer, and red meat as a group 2A. They basically looked at 600 studies and a set of experts who aren't vegan all said that this is what their outlook is.
Yeah, also in our foods now, there's too much preservatives and things that are added to our foods that aren't natural for us.
Yeah.
And we don't need none of that. All that stuff.
Do you think you could be a vegan in the future?
I don't know if I could be.
What would stop you?
What would stop me?
What do you mean, like?
I don't eat meat nowhere near as much.
Yeah.
I don't.
And
I must admit.
Can I ask, is that from your experience of being a butcher?
Yeah.
Just being first-hand seeing it.
When I was a butcher, I used to get quite upset over things that didn't have a good life.
Yeah.
But now I'm out of it, I think to myself, did I really actually need to eat all that meat? No, I don't. No, I didn't. You know, so I don't eat nowhere near as much. Nowhere near. I will.
Did you ever kill the animals yourself? Or were you just sort of chopping? You wouldn't want to. It's interesting because I wouldn't want to. As I said earlier.
At the same time, it's taking somebody's life, and I believe whether it be me or an animal, whichever way, you got your being. So you're killing somebody.
Yeah.
So it's something.
You've hit the nail on the head completely.
How's that different than paying someone else to do it?
I'm not in the trade no more, but
you're still
when
buying meat, so you are
I
paying
was in the trade, to be honest, I was a bit blind to it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I was blind to it because it was my job.
Yeah. I used to
So
raise chickens.
I learned about the animals, the products, the cats, this and that, but I didn't get to understand the live animal walking around.
But when we eat animals 3 times a day, he has got a point that we are paying for it to happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the way we treat in this country quite bad. But
We treat animals.
You go and see how it's treated in other countries. It's appalling.
I mean, so this footage we've got here, this is the UK
need to
footage.
show me, I've
So
seen
this
lots
is UK footage, and there's free range, grass fed, organic, and it's horrific. One of the guys over there has been to the places, so you don't just take the screen's word for it. You know what I mean? And
I've gone around organic farms. I've gone around non-organic farms. Good standards, bad standards. And, no matter which one it is, none of them are good.
okay, that's interesting to hear that.
The only place I did find that was pretty good was a place called Purton House.
Yeah.
And that was nice because they've done all their free-range vegetables.
Animals.
Can't get free-range vegetables. they're organically grown crops.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, and then fed that to the animals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, And I don't like it. I mean, it's a lot of the meat scares also is because of modified food that was fed to the animals.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
some
yeah,
of
it's
the-
a big
some of the
chain.
Feed that are being fed back into the animals come from the animals. So come on.
What help do you think you would need, or what would spur you to be a vegan, or even to go from a meat eater to just eating a pescatarian?
It's educating myself
Sure.
in the kitchen.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Sure.
People are not educated.
No, and it's the knowledge as well, like the knowledge that you can get enough protein, that you can get enough calcium.
Yeah. It's. I mean, as I know fully well that there are plants out there that hold more protein than
Certain
what
meats.
You can,
Yeah.
It's out there. So what I can't understand also, so why are these things not readily available?
It's getting that way. So if you go into a supermarket now, you can get vegan options. Knowing
I try not to go to supermarkets.
You try not to. Okay,
try not
so go
to.
to a greengrocers,
Yeah.
or go to a health food shop and get some like dried lentils, dried beans.
Are you from Dulwich?
My mum is. Well, I am from Dulwich, really. Though,
Yeah. Where do you live now?
Yeah. Sorry.
Where do you live? If you don't mind
Me, I'm
asking.
Swindon at the moment.
Okay, Swindon. Yeah. My grandparents
Another
live
little
there.
thing to worry about is what's going out there in the oceans. That's the next worry.
Well, we're talking about as I said, the bigger picture, and we don't want people to fish. The oceans are predicted to be fishless. They're polluted. They're toxic. The nets are. Everyone's talking about straws. You know what I mean? Must have heard people saying, "Let's stop using plastic straws because we're polluting the oceans." But the thing that is doing a worse thing to the oceans is the fishing, the drift nets,
the dragon.
Yeah, and also like the ecosystem is being destroyed, and we don't need to. It's literally it's not for something we need.
You take one or two out of that ecosystem and it breaks down.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
But there is.
Speak to you guys.
You're welcome. There is a lot of help for people who are interested in transitioning. The Vegan Society. Literally, if you go to them, they have like support networks and stuff like that. We've also got. It's called Challenge 22. You sign up for a 22-day vegan challenge, and you get mentors that literally any question you were saying about you might need a bit more knowledge in the kitchen. They have chefs. They have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
But ultimately,
It's keeping away from. It's keeping the price down as well. That's what,
yeah. Well, that's why I said beans and lentils.
Yeah.
So lentils are really cheap if you buy them in bulk. Beans, whenever you
That's
put.
what it's about. It's being educated.
Yeah, and it just takes time.
That's what it's all about.
Literally, we're here to give a nudge to people because we're not here to point fingers. We're not here to say you're a butcher. I haven't shouted at you. You know what I mean? You're just a human being who did that job. We're here to go. There's another way. This is how you do it.
I couldn't kill them. No way.
That's it. That's the reality. No, I
Somebody
couldn't.
said that to me as part of my job. I'm off.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, it might sound a bad way of putting the words, but I never got to see the can.
No.
I thought it was an item. To me, it was an item that I was working with.
A lot of people do that. I was like that for like 20 odd years. I just saw this packaged thing or like part of a packaged thing, but then that's why we're here. We're here to go. There is everything we buy, which is an animal product, has come from an animal.
Yeah, and it would give the Joe Vlogs a better lifestyle as well, better health.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm about ethics. Like I want people to align themselves with their true outlook on life. Like as you say, don't kill animals, treat everyone the same as you would want to be treated. But you get all these bonuses. It's better for your health and it's better for the environment.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.